All right, welcome back to our election coverage you can count on. Once again, we are joined by our political contributors, Dr. Joe Morris and Dr. Jeffrey Bloodworth, and less than an hour away till the polls close.
All right, Dr. Joe Morris, we'll start with you this time. Let's talk a little bit about the race for Erie County Executive. We know, of course, on the Republican side, incumbent Bretton Davis will once again be running for re-election. But when it comes to the Democratic primary tonight, we have Perry Wood and Christina Vogel. How do you see that going tonight, sir?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good race. I have to say, full honesty here, and Perry Wood was one of my students back many years ago. But Perry has had I think a really good career for launching a political career. And that is one where he has earned a great deal of name recognition. He's high profile. And this is really an advantage in an election like this. Just knowing the person's name, recognizing it is an incredible advantage for a candidate.
Jeffrey, we've seen a lot of new faces trying to run this year, people unexpected that have been around the community for a long time. How important is that to have some new people take a chance, pretty much, and get involved?
Now, the churn is important. I mean, there's some recognizable names on school board and city council and county council, but it's really vital to have new people. I mean, I was looking at the newspaper on Sunday, and there's several names I had to Google. I'm like, who is this person? And it's a sign of a healthy democracy. Quite a few new names. This is, as Dr. Morris is saying, name recognition matters a lot in these local races, but I think it's a sign of a healthy democracy in the county.
With Christina Vogel sort of being a small business owner, owning the two locations of Donato's here in Erie County, does that give her an advantage as that small business owner? Can she relate to people here in the county?
Yeah, I mean, look, she is connected to the community out in Fairview and in a one location here in Erie. She got a later start than Perry did, but she's connected to people. She talks to normal people who come into the pizza shop. That can only help. I mean, any candidate who knows what normal people are thinking, that's an advantage.
Joe, we don't want to overlook city council, county council, school board races, so many. How important those in a community?
Yeah, incredibly important. I mean, just think about school board.
Yes.
This is a group of people that sets so many policies for what our children learn in our public schools and oversee safety and textbook choices, a whole wide range of things. And school boards over the last 10, 15 years have become one of the epicenters of American politics. It's where we see the great battles unfolding. So school board matters.
How do you think that, because we always hear low voter turnout, but especially when it comes to primaries, how do you think we go about maybe boosting that up?
You know, it's really tough. It's a $1 million question. If you can answer this, you're going to be wealthy. It's a really tough question to answer because it's been this way for so long.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
And from a political science perspective, there's a school of thought that says these elections should be the highest turnout because your vote matters more here than it does in a national election as far as determining the outcome of a winner of that election. So, it's a great question. Maybe Dr. Bloodworth has an answer.
Well, Jeffrey, it is a great answer for you too, but I want to ask you about Japan and their version of PBS coming here. What's going on?
Yeah, NHK, which is Japan's version of PBS, they're going to be here in Erie later on in the month. They're going to be doing a half-hour documentary about Erie as a symbolic place of Rust Belt politics. And as we know, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, the Rust Belt is the path to the White House. So Erie is going to be in the international spotlight, and there are going to be several people in the Erie area taking part in this documentary.
Gentlemen, thanks so much for the company tonight.